story time on how a girl was caught listening to, when her audio's during state testing. So this happened last year in my language arts class. We were doing out state testings, and we had headphones in because there was a listening portion. So, whatever, we all finish until there are only like 5 people who are left to finish the test. Mind you, we weren't supposed to be on any other apps or websites during the state testing. A couple minutes go by, and the class is silent. And then suddenly the girl's headphone cords unplug. And dead as she had that thing full volume. The worst part is the headphones she was wearing are noise cancelling. So she didn't even hear the audio leaking. And the sounds were so disturbing because they were like whimpers and pure boombaya sounds. So, yeah, we weren't able to use headphones after that.
Nah, because why are Squid Game characters so ugly? Like Kong, Sarah Bayok is so ugly. She makes me throw up. And don't get me started on how ugly Sung Ji-hoon is. Honestly, Oh Wilnam is the hottest one, though.
I hate shitting in the school bathroom. Because tell me why I was on my period and I thought that it would be a good idea to use the restroom 2 minutes before Mass started. And if you don't know what Mass is, it's basically a service of worship in the Catholic Church where you eat the Lamb of God and drink of His blood. Okay, so back to the story. I go into the restroom and everybody and their grandma happens to be there as well. I come across a stall and I clench my booty hole like I'm prepared for World War III. I sit down cramping like usual and the period poops started plop out one by one. But that was even the beginning because after 3 plops, I started shitting out a fire drill and my asshole was stretching to abnormal measures. After what felt like an hour of me shitting out the Empire State Building, I went back to Mass 12 minutes after it started and I got a detention for skipping the halls. But I didn't do anything because my asshole was still on fire. I felt like Lucifer was coming out my booty hole and I was about to put holy water into a body because I hurt that bad. But I sat down and I started singing some of the hymns like I usually do until I started sweating and I tried so hard to keep that shit locked into my ass. But just as soon as I least expected it, I farted the most gut-wrenching fart I've ever farted. And let me tell you, it stunk bad, like expired relish. People wouldn't stop talking about it as it traveled through the entire room. Teachers were holding their noses, and I swear I saw the priest whisper something into my teacher's ear and they started laughing. To add on, every time we go to Mass, we have to stand up and give each other little nice gestures, like shaking each other's hands, giving each other peace signs, and it was finally about that time. A student lends out their hand to me, so I give them my hand. The realization sinks in and I remember that I forgot to wash my hands. And here's the crazy part. They look down at their hand and they see a blood clot that smelled like Party City fart spray. They started screaming and ran up to one of my teachers as the blood clot was still in their hand. And do you know what they yelled in front of the whole entire school?
Callie, watch her period shit on me.
The whole entire school turned their heads to look at me, and at that moment I've never wanted to off myself so badly.
I hate it when my friend opens her mouth and the only thing she will mention is I miss my man. Like her man doesn't even look like a man. Is her man even straight? Sometimes I will see her man jokingly flirt with other guys and slap their cheeks. Like, hello, I think your man wants a man. And every time I try to talk about something, not even 5 minutes later, and she will suddenly turn the topic into how she misses her man. Like, please shut the F up, or you will see me shoving my feet up her ass. Sometimes I get so annoyed that I want to ghost her, but I don't because she's just a girl in love, and it's not wrong to be in love. But oh my God, please shut up for once.
Ignore my shitty playing.
Am I crazy for having a notes app called Casual Things We Did Before Dating and we're not even dating? Cause tell me why this guy's always cracking these stupid ass fucking jokes in math class. And I'm always the one to tell him off, be like, shut the fuck up, like no one thinks you're funny. But like in like a friendly way, cause like that's how I flirt, like everybody knows that, like that's just how I flirt cause I'm mean as fuck. Basically, he makes this stupid ass fucking joke in math class, and so I tell him no one cares. He turns around and looks me dead in the eye, and he's like, you don't care about me? And so I'm thinking, whoa, somebody told him that I like him, and that I half liked him for like a year. But I'm trying to play cool. I'm like, no. He's looking me dead in the eye, and bro, he's got like those type of eyes. So I'm like, almost blushing. Like, I'm like not that light, so you can't see when I blush. But like, if I was less melanated and you could see the pigment on my cheeks, then yeah, I would be blushing. So then he's like, you're telling me you don't care about me. And I'm like freaking out because I'm like, bro, like somebody told him, like he knows. And again, I'm like, not really. And then he's like, you're telling me you wouldn't care if I die. And I'm like taken aback. I'm like, whoa, okay, well, that's like obviously different. And he's like, so you do care about me. You would care if I died. And I was like, I guess. And then he was sort of like smiling and shit. And then also, I was doing those fucking like school interview things. So I was interviewing people in my math class. And I had the little like baby mic. And so I was like, who am I here with? And I put the mic to him. And he was like, a cool single guy. Which I can't lie, did kind of ick me out. But like, why would he say that unless he like wanted me like in like a preposterous, like abundant manner? Like, I don't know, I think he's head over heels for me. Also, like towards the beginning of school, he asked for my number over Instagram. To be fair, that was to talk to me about other girls, but hope is not lost. Chivalry's not dead. And I will be eating my 12 groups under the table tonight just for him.